watch
Doo,
Drake.
It really does, yeah.
It is me, Feathers.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, our intro song goes hard.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, but welcome. We're playing more Ace Attorney. I don't think we're gonna finish finish this case today, because this one's pretty dang long. But we're starting to get into the interesting part, so there's that at least.
Nice.
Let me see where we're at.
I was thinking about this earlier because somebody suggested it in a PI thing, or maybe Mary had brought it up or something. It was like, us getting together for Ace Attorney is like a D&D session that people actually show up to. I feel like this is like if we were a D&D campaign, like this is the longest campaign I've ever been in.
Yeah, I mean, I was in a D&D campaign that lasted like a little over a year, I think.
Oh yeah.
It might have been longer, but my character became like a god, so that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
But yeah, I'm not. I like playing D&D, but it's really hard for me to like improv and like at all. I'm so like I'm so awkward whenever I try to improv and like actually act it out like you're supposed to.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm just so I don't know why that made me think of it. I was like, if this was like, we meet so often, and I know we haven't met in like a little bit, but we've gotten through so many Ace Attorney games, and I'm just impressed with us. Good job, us. We're doing great. I don't know where I was going with this. Oh god.
Yeah! We have been through a lot.
Okay. But let's get started.
Yeah.
We're starting the trial, I guess.
Oh boy, right into it.
Oh, that's me. Oh, I don't remember what voice I gave her. I think it was just my voice.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my. Mr. Warwick? Wait, is it Larice or
Yeah,
Laris?
Larice.
Right. Oh my. Mr. Larice feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Nim, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed...
Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once. My friend.
Mr. Edgeworth.
simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I'm fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands. I like low-key don't remember what happened, and I'm like in between her talking, I'm like remember.
Phoenix fell off a bridge.
Right.
Maya is trapped on the other side.
Right.
Pearl is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And the storybook author lady we met earlier died.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hello, Avery. Welcome.
Hi, Avery.
We are not the best what is that word? Where you take care of a child, but it's not like
Caretaker.
there we go. Yeah. We're not the best
Guardian.
caretaker.
Yeah.
We really aren't.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Canadian judge for this one.
Yeah.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ooh, I'm so ready.
The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Hey.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, done.
GG's, guys.
Good case, guys. Oh,
Eclipse will rise again.
Oh yeah. Damn. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant.
Oh.
No!
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, I voiced both of these characters.
Wait, Outer can voice it so that you don't have to.
Outer can voice Edgeworth?
Oh no, Francisca.
Oh yeah, you can voice her if you want, I
Yeah.
guess.
Wait, what voice did you give her
Oh,
again?
she's German.
Fuck. I forgot how to do a German accent.
Do you want to voice Edgeworth for a little bit? Would that be easier?
Sure. Yeah, yes.
Okay. The prosecution stands ready.
And you are?
I hate his face. He looks
so
like a
just like
a goldfish.
He reminds me of like a baby bird that's like ready to get
Yeah.
food.
Can we put his face on a goldfish PNG real quick?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma?
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh?
I love it when because I love it when they just make it obvious what their accent is.
Yeah.
There's stuff like
Just
that.
gotta remind you that
He's
the judge is Canadian. By the way, Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor.
Really just said nuh-uh.
Miss Von Garma, do you have anything to say?
There's no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't? But I'm sure once before.
I told you, there is no such weakling.
What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip at.
Hold it!
I have no objections to the whip. And Nene.
You don't?
It's a whip right now.
Ooh.
Ooh, kill him.
Ooh, tell him.
Ooh,
Oh my God.
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. Oh, I see what he did there. But there is still one truth that is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix White here today. But looking
a
at
little
you
dead.
now... Maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
See, you brought your flair for the, histronic?
I don't know, I've never seen that word before.
Okay, wait.
Histrionic?
Histrionic. I don't know.
Allow me to add the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court.
The stage is set. Now continue with your proceedings, Your Honor.
I like that this judge is like, y'all are acting weird, but like this is just a normal day, like a normal Tuesday to the other judge.
Yeah.
Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
Ooh.
The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Denim. Ooh, that's a pretty graphic picture.
It's all
Yeah,
brutal.
she died.
Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo into the crime scene. Photo of the crime scene.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there's a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. Stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Damn,
Me.
so fucking small.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
Damn. If I recall correctly, there's a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Oh god, I forgot what her voice sounds like. Little old me. Bro, I don't remember.
I think it was like,
It was more like little old me.
I don't-
You know, more like elegant.
Little old me.
There you
Well,
go.
I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You get it? Bikini. Nice to meet everybody. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now.
the courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in a twist, let me tell you. I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? The night of the murder. That night oh god. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Harazuka Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I need a long hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple. Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There is only one problem with his testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, are you? Now, are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh,
Ooh.
stuttered for a second.
Yeah.
Come on, stay with me. Okay.
Heard your DS, dude.
Give it a little tap.
It would be, I don't want to jinx it, but oh my god, it would be terrible if, like, right at the end, we ran into, like, massive issues with this thing.
Oh no.
I don't want to jinx it.
Somebody knock on.
Foreshadowing? Foreshadowing?
No.
Where are we? Hold on.
It's a great question.
Here we go.
Where are you?
Oh.
No, I'm so sorry.
Objection!
Objection! Witness! No. Witness. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on the powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the light-out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No!
Objection!
She said that.
A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
Objection!
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes. Oh!
All people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped in here? Anyway, Neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question. Dear, 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 you're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you? Ah, well, that isn't exactly what I'm done. Sorry. My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Oh, I need a charger. Wah!
Okay. Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
Then please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. And let us return to the cross-examination.
Okay.
I gotta stay muted because I'm eating a burrito and I don't want the foil to crumple into the microphone.
I didn't want to question you because you were eating, but like I saw you struggle on some parts. I was gonna ask if you were okay. I saw you do this.
Luncheon.
Yeah, there's like little pockets where it's just like it's just like salsa, like cilantro, so it's like pure like veggie taste.
Oh.
So I have to like shove a chip into my mouth to get a break from it.
Man, I wish I had an invisible burrito.
My favorite. Hologram lasagna.
This one.
Oh no, it was holographic meatloaf. What's it?
Holographic. I think it was meatloaf.
I think it was meatloaf.
It
right?
was, yeah.
Meatloaf.
Yeah. Witness. Let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Damn,
She locked it.
in.
Objection!
Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris was well, hold on, whoa, let me restart. Then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well.
It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this.
You can see the little badge on his label.
Ah!
So understand that happy look on the right's face every time he does it.
Order in the court. Ah, what?
Sister, this hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then this is quite strange. What?
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
I mean, Iris isn't wearing one right now, which should prove that she never had a second one.
Yeah.
Witness? While I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your baths on your way back to the inner temple.
Seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation.
I finished my bath around 11 o'clock, and I thought I would return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and... Iris was all mystic. Elise, and with that sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the courtroom, a corner room which faces outward into the courtyard. Out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping me, Mr. Edgeworth in court. What? And me seeing it all from this very chair.
I felt that snap.
Well, something like that.
Oh my god, I'm drinking horchata, it's so good.
Oh,
Mm.
I'm buying
I want her chat.
buying a
Dude,
flight.
literally
I've
when I
still never had it.
literally when I first because I got it door dashed, so when I picked it up and took a sip, I was like, yay! like I literally did that because I was so happy to be drinking it.
Dude, I want some horchata right now, bro.
It's so good.
Stop saying it's good. Just give me.
Mm.
No, stop. Put some
Some-
in an envelope and send it to me.
It's so I know they sell like little cartons of it. I wonder if I think
Is it like a brand?
it's the same one that makes like the rice milk, I think.
Hmm.
If I remember correctly, it's like the same company. I don't know what that company, like Rice Dream or something.
I think so.
But I remember I bought some before and it wasn't that bad. I'll have to try it again.
Damn.
This
Catch me after
judge,
stream getting horchata.
his imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
Oh yeah, because Gumshoe made that reference earlier. I would look as a fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyways, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name, can't you do something about that habit of yours?
Intimidation tactic. Okay.
We
She's
got
doing
a
that thing.
Avery did a hydrate chat, which everybody
I'm
did.
sipping my horchata, I'm all good.
I don't have anything to drink. I have
water.
Germex.
I have water.
I don't have any.
Man.
I need to buy more Gatorade.
I'm waterless.
I wish I could get like a weekly subscription to Gatorade deliveries.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me get
That's
something
pretty
to drink.
niche.
Hold on.
But I don't doubt that you couldn't do that. Maybe through Amazon or something.
I'm so like thirsty, dude. Like I always be
Would you
drinking something.
Gatorade subscription box. Mystery Gatorades every
I'm
month.
like afraid to drink too much Gatorade because like Powerade and Gatorade are kind of similar, right? And like when I was a kid, my uncle like drank so much Powerade that he got like heart palpitations from
Oh
like
my
the sodium in
God.
it.
Oh my god.
So every time I drink it, I'm like, this is it, this is the end. But like it's also like good for you, so like
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I think it's probably better than drinking soda.
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's like good for you.
Yeah.
I guess it's hydrating, but like I feel like it has so much sugar that maybe it cancels out a little bit. Especially because
has,
I'm
like-
not spending that energy.
It has like so much sodium in it.
Mm.
I wouldn't have guessed. But I guess that kind of makes sense because sodium, like, yeah.
Let me
that
see
makes
how
sense.
much
Yeah.
it has
Okay.
compared to. I have a lot of cans on my desk.
I think a lot of sports, like, drinks do have a
Welcome
lot of
back.
sodium in it. So do
Yeah.
Welcome back!
Because like when you sweat, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a lot of empty cans and bottles on my desk. So I have my little Gatorade, which is
Mhm.
about the same amount of liquid as a can of soda. So
Yeah.
it has almost 100 less calories.
Mm.
Sodium, it has 100 more sodium, the Gatorade,
Ooh.
than the soda.
I got pizza.
Ooh.
Avery said electrolytes. That's a good point.
The soda has twice the amount of sugar as the Gatorade,
Mm.
and twice the amount of carbohydrates.
Mm.
So, little
It's
healthier
slightly
than a
better.
soda, I think.
Slightly better, yeah.
Let me see how it measures up to my little cans of Arizona.
I have not drank a Coke in 4 years, I think.
Ooh.
4 or 5 years. Maybe
I've been
6.
drinking more soda recently, and I'm trying to not do that.
Okay, so my little cans of Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
green tea flavor, same amount of calories,
Mm-hmm.
0 sodium, same amount of carbohydrate. What about sugar? 1
feel like-
gram more sugar.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be comparable because those pre-sweetened teas, man, they're so good though.
I like those
Tasty. Ooh.
the bubbly water.
Mm.
Like it's the
Sparkling?
brand. What?
Sparkling water?
Yeah, like the sparkling water that like comes in a can like soda. Not LaCroix, the other one. Bubbly has like a little bit more flavor, I think.
I
Mm.
never had bubbly, but I just have like regular, like non-brand sparkling water.
Mm.
But yeah, maybe, I mean, I kind of figured that the Arizona and the Gatorade were like kind of on par with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the tea probably has more caffeine.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I've been drinking Gatorade, so I can perhaps sleep better.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
they both have a bunch of sugar, so maybe it
Mm.
doesn't matter. Well, I don't know. Green tea has a lot of caffeine, so
Yeah.
maybe there is a difference. I don't know. But that reminds me, I have like alcohol that's like sparkling
Ooh.
Mm.
and like fruit flavored, and it's pretty dang good.
Sounds good.
But it's like
what
it's like clear, so
is it like High Noons and like White Claws?
no, it's from like the Simply brand. Like they make orange
Oh.
juice and stuff. So it's
Mhm.
not a lot of alcohol. And the fruit flavor is pretty strong, so
Mm.
Mhm.
I was like kind of surprised when it was clear inside.
I have as alcohol in my room. Hennessy.
Oh my god.
Like
Just a
straight
bottle of
unopened-
Hennessy.
Like yeah, just straight unopened bottle of Hennessy.
Damn.
I just have it here for decor. I'm not gonna fucking drink this. It's
Bottles
dangerous.
are kind of cool.
I had a High Noon the other day, and it made me feel icky. I can't drink like
Why?
vodka seltzers. Like
Oh.
they make my head feel gross. That like I just feel gross after.
I also have like an unopened bottle of Don Julio. I'm not gonna fucking drink this stuff. This is like pure alcohol.
I have never drank enough to get me even tipsy. I think maybe once I got like just barely tipsy, I think.
I never ever drank. I'm also a very small human being, so I feel like the alcohol to person volume for me is like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
So I was on the beach one time and we had like a hard lemonade, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, it's like a wine cooler. I'll just drink this hard lemonade. And then like we had to walk back to the car or like walk somewhere. And I was just like, I was with my boyfriend at the time, and I turned to him and I was like, I think I'm drunk right now. Off of that
That's so
one
funny.
bottle.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
crazy lightweight as well.
I guess I'm not a lightweight, because, I mean, I think when I got just barely tipsy, it was from like a cocktail at a restaurant that was pretty big. I wish I took a picture. I took a picture of Nimbus and my other friend sipping it.
I was on. I remember when I went to San Antonio, and I was with my friends and with Boat. I drank like, I think it was four Trulies, I think. I drank like 4 of those. I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah.
I
Oh
was
my God.
hyper. I was hyper, but I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, see, me and Naka, we share the same blood.
Mhm.
I don't
I
think...
get tipsy off like a single cider.
Yeah.
I can drink like a whole Mike's and not feel anything, and then I can drink like a couple little teeny cups of sake and not feel anything. I don't know, it's hard for me to drink because I don't like it.
Yeah.
My mom loves sake. She's more of a wine person.
I love sake also. It's just like I have to like sip it, so it takes me like the whole meal to drink 2 little cups of it.
Yeah.
I remember I
That one Mike's will have me set for like the evening.
I feel that.
I never had a hot sake until I went over there with Feathers. It was such an eye-opener. I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
It's very
I love hot
nice,
sake.
especially over here where it's all cold.
It's very cold.
It wasn't even
Hell.
that cold when you came.
It's like
So it's like,
60.
hell is frozen over. I kid
Oh
you
my
not.
God. Come to where I live. Oh my God.
Jesus
Chilly.
Christ. Ah,
I should actually take a sip of water though, actually, speaking of
I'm gonna go
hydrating.
grab
yeah,
another
we start talking
drink.
about hydrate.
quick.
I was at Feathers.
actually drink
I was at
anything.
Feathers' humble abode, and that shit was cold as fuck.
I will be right back. I'm gonna grab
Okay.
my drink.
Alrighty.
Okay.
My humble abode got so cold in the winter, I had to wear like long sleeve. I almost just said long sleeved pants. Oh my God.
We know.
Long
Silly.
sleeve pants.
Yup, I had to wear that to bed.
I'm not gonna wear lanced. Some lanced.
At the last place I used to work in the winter for Christmas, they sold something called Jingle Jammies, which was just an adult onesie.
Jingle jammy.
Jingle jam.
Sounds
Jingle
like
jammies.
sounds like a
That
kid's.
sounds like an
Like-
insult.
Sounds like a kids band.
Sounds like a kid's
Oh.
pop out.
One
Yeah,
time,
it does.
one of my coworkers like showed up for work and he was wearing.
Today
he
we're
was
going to be
wearing
listening to
sweatpants.
Jingle Jams.
He showed up to
coworker.
work and he was in sweatpants. And the
Hmm.
manager looked at him and went, "What's going on? You're still in your jingle jammies. It's June."
It's
I thought it was
What's
so
you
funny.
doing this jingle
it
jam?
does kind of sound like an insult. It kind of does. It's like,
Sounds like
oh,
a-
look at you.
British slur or something.
Oh, look at
That's what I
you,
was thinking.
you little jingle jammy.
Oh, you can't just say that, Outer.
You damn jingle janky.
Oh, no.
my
I'm gonna get canceled.
Okay, we
should
New
that.
Eclipse Christmas outfit idea.
should wearing our jingle
Jingle
We're
jammies.
calling them
Yeah.
jingle jammies.
We should probably
Canon.
continue.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
Okay, autopsy report.
Someone needs to
Objection!
clip all of our tangents.
Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind to take another look at the autopsy report?
Hold on. Mm.
Damn!
Karma's chowing down.
I'm sorry.
Miss-
I just got another full bite of vegetable matter.
It's
Miss-
okay.
Miss Von
I
Karma,
want a
can
bite.
Can I have some, please? Can I have some?
Pass the burrito.
Oh my god, it's like they like what, like the whole right side is just like a tube of like cilantro or whatever.
Oh. Ooh.
Or
I'm
like
not really a cilantro head.
what's it called? Pico de gallo.
Oh,
It's like
Okay.
so I just bite it and I get like tomato cilantro.
Tomato.
see,
Gush.
I like pico de gallo, but I'm not too much of a big fan with cilantro in my pico de gallo.
Have we? I feel like we've established we've got the soap gene, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
we
I
do.
don't like it as well.
I
don't-
don't.
soap.
I hate it.
I don't really
hate it.
know
I
if-
love it.
I don't know if I have the soap gene because like I feel like it kind of does taste like soap, but like I like it.
Yeah, I feel like if you
I
like
like
it,
soap.
then that like
I
because
don't
my
know.
mom is like, I hate it. It tastes like soap, and I'm like,
Because it's really strong, but I don't know if. But like I still
just don't
like
have
it.
it.
I don't know.
I don't really like it in my pico de gallo. If I was to have pico de gallo, it would just be like straight dry jalapenos, tomatoes.
I feel like
onions.
cilantro is such a cornerstone of pico de gallo, though. Like that's like one of the main ingredients.
Not the way like I like it or like the way my mom makes it. Like I can't have cilantro. But if I do, it has to be a little bit.
I don't know. I guess I don't like because like I wouldn't like it chomp down on like a bunch of cilantro, but like it. I don't know. That's just the way it tastes, so I eat it. I guess I guess maybe the soap gene people think it's like inedible. I don't know.
The sepals.
I love that whenever we talk about anything with like food, it's always like an even 50-50 split some way between us. There's always two of us with one and then two of us on the other side.
All right.
Two of us are lightweights, two of us have the soap gene.
The autopsy report.
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
Ugh.
That's right. It says after death right here.
No shit. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Order, order, order. The victim was killed, then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And then she was thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below.
Objection!
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dunham's?
Denim.
Denim. I forget that was how you say it. Struggle in Miss Denim's room. She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? What?
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood...
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If we want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed. With the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with this sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions.
Damn. That is true. If you get stabbed, don't pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I don't know, I'm like thinking about it and it's like totally not. Like that sword is probably like 7 feet long or something.
It's so, yeah, it's huge.
Like, there's no way that could fit through a window. Especially while also being stabbed into someone.
It would have, like, how would you maneuver that?
Yeah, it'd be
That'd be
very,
sad.
like, unwieldy. You know, they'd probably, like, hit the ceiling. Especially in, like, a Japanese, like, room where it probably has, like, low ceilings and, like, thin walls.
You stabbed midair.
If the
That is the only
Oh.
explanation. Midair.
Yeah, they, like, threw her really hard out the
Somebody-
window and then threw the sword into her.
Somebody tossed it like a javelin,
Just-
like, from a different building.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That was like an execution form right there.
Mm.
Just finish him. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of very vital points.
It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short now.
I can't see you over the text box.
Oh. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are done here.
With the whip?
Oh boy! Oh boy! Sorry. All right.
I think you have to now. It's
Did
just
my bad.
oh boy.
Oh my god, this is the second character you had to channel Mickey
Oh,
Mouse
no.
for.
The curse of Mickey Mouse!
Oh my
It's
god, a
overcoming my body.
freaking back
I am Mickey Mouse
massage.
now.
Back massage sounds
Yeah, what?
absolutely epic right now.
That would be nice. That
I've
would
been
be
freaking
nice.
hunched over my computer for the past like week.
You should get a back massage for graduating. Treat yourself.
I could do that. I don't know. Might just like lay down for a whole day.
Oh, that's also a good option.
I'm gonna book a flight. I got you.
When I was looking across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Army was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
I zoned the fuck out. Perfection is an impossibility, Francisca von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that. I'm perfect, you're not perfect.
Okie dokie, let's see.
Hold it!
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-freckled as well?
That seemed quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press this point further?
Press further.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now, you say that you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What did you see? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed. But I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out. Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony. Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine. I'm gonna get mad. Damn. It's like you were supposed to add that. It's like, I'm sorry. I forgot. That'd be horrible as like a witness, dude.
Objection!
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust upon to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are completely impossibilities.
Look at all those crates.
Oh, that's a lot of crazy.
Explain yourself.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
It looks like this would tear like an enormous hole.
Yeah.
It's like barbed, too.
Yeah, or it's like, it's not just like, because it's like the width of like 4 swords or something. Like, dang.
Absolutely.
It's gotta do
destroyed.
some insane damage.
Yeah.
Objection!
Doesn't appear. What a meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I so choose.
Oh. Oh. Excuse me.
The objection stands. The objection stands.
Okay.
I wept a little back there, I must admit.
Isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
That's...
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in the body, it acts as a plug of sort. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an externally different story. Entirely different story, I apologize. The wound would be too large to be, for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Objection!
I'm not finished. Bruh said nah. Damn, there's still one more conclusive contradiction.
You still got more?
I still got more.
His mouth opens so wide in that spray.
Oh.
He's like a Muppet or something.
This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ugh.
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No!
Because they eat it all.
You see, there's only blood in half of the person.
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but...
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the shijishito.
What?
A foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy, foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What is it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well... It's because Mystic Army was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shichishito was the murder weapon. How many crates is that? 6, 7, 8.
What?
So maybe the shichishito is not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth?
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question.
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Excuse me, did I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there. What exactly are you going on about there?
A boot.
What exactly are you going on about here?
A boot.
So
I'm Canadian.
What are you going on about?
Say a boot.
bro is Canadian.
So Canadian.
It's like that video of the baby looking at like the British flag and it starts crying. Because it's like, fuck.
I have not seen that.
I need to send you guys the video. That shit's funny as hell.
The murder weapon, I mean, maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible.
Sorry.
It's fine. What else? What else could this old woman have seen?
This.
I do say I'm bewildered.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking it to be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks that indicated that the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all. Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Guys, I just went to like flick a crumb off my hand and I ended up flinging my snack across the room.
Man. Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know.
Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gates. Here's a photograph.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
That's a snowmobile.
That's a snowmobile, alright.
1 second.
A snowmobile
How the hell do they
theory.
have a snowmobile?
Might be making more cookies tonight. I forgot to send that
Oh.
recipe. I'll do that tonight.
Dude,
I was gonna ask you about it and then I forgot to ask you.
I need to
send me
buy
some.
I need to buy powdered sugar, so I'm gonna do that after the stream.
Send me some, dude.
It's just gonna be cookie dust.
I don't care.
They're fragile.
I don't care. Just put them in a box or something. Send them to me. Put some bubble wrap too.
You can just make them yourself and then pretend that I made them for you.
It's not the same.
The talks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. We have so many papers.
photos.
Yeah. It's all just like it's all just paper and it's all just paper and sticks. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did you really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Hold it.
Hold it, methinks.
As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it. That's the only one we have. Oh, it'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain that the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate.
So she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time.
I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at the time?
Oh.
Oh, oh,
What
oh,
do you mean? What do you mean?
oh.
I saw the cat meow on TikTok the other day, and it I felt like I was witnessing like I was like, that's not him. That's not the cat. That's not supposed to come out of his mouth.
Oh. I love how he ducks his head a
whole
little
body.
bit, yeah. He really puts his whole body into that hole.
I like the side-eye cat. The side-eye cat's my favorite.
Mr.
Like,
Fresh.
Oh my god.
Mr. Fresh got adopted.
Oh,
Let's go.
Yeah, that's his name. He's the side-eye cat. He lives in
Congratulations.
China. He got adopted.
oh,
He was a stray.
because he's a meme, that's why.
Mhm.
Oh, this is my line. My bad. What do you mean, eh?
We got a shrimp check from Avery.
Ugh.
Uh.
I am true.
I'm always shrimping.
I was lounging. I'm going back to lounging.
What do you mean, Miles Edgebass?
I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Ah, I see. I never thought of that. That's right. I overlooked that too.
Of course you did.
Then answer the question, please, witness.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. Snow? Yes, for some reason only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
Wasn't any snow on it? Curses!
It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile, then, eh?
How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile?
Objection.
I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Mads Edgebass.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally, there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back.
Ah, you're right.
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Oh, hold on. Oh, what happened? Oh God.
Oh,
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks. The track to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. A game theory. However, Ms. Von Karma, that is impossible.
oh gosh, I'm so sorry to like say this, but like I can't watch Game Theory because the new host has a British accent.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to talk to you guys about that later on. Like how do you feel about that?
It's so hard to watch
haven't
because
seen
the
it.
guy has a British accent and I can't stand listening to it.
So as we can see, the bite of 87. We have now. I feel like people are like, okay, quick little rant. The guy talks about that purple guy is phone guy, but that has been proven to be false. And he's like, as we can see, phone guy is purple guy. And I'm just like, ooh, nah, that's no.
I mean, that was the theory when the game first came out. Like that was like the like first theory ever. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I kind of just be watching the GT lives now. Because Matt Pat is still there.
I don't know. I don't really. Matt Pat hams it up a little bit too much for me. I kind of just like hearing the theories. But yeah, it's so hard for me to watch.
I like
nowadays.
pick and choose my Matt Pat content, and now there's like a lot less Matt Pat content to pick and choose.
Okay, enough sidetracking again. Would you care to explain why there's a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by the snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Which piece of paper?
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after the time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data, because that's how they say it. It is the weather report for the Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report?
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50.
Ooh.
Therefore, when your sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
Order, order. Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in.
Damn. Sorry, I was yawning. I would have reacted it earlier.
But when you did that, damn.
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgepass, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather above things. Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct?
No, you've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Yeah!
Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may still have been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 PM.
It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
It has stopped snowing at Harazuka Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Ha, you can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it is already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
Crime
Dismal.
photo.
Take that!
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is...
Incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is...
The victim herself, Miss Elise Dunham. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why.
Ugh.
In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be two sets of tracks.
Order, just what are you— what?
Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then, when the person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which can only mean that night Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right. But, what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
It's impossible.
Order in the court. What does this all mean?
Nah.
So then, what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she was to the inner temple. When she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness could possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is... after it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all that we can from this witness. Yes, I have nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know. But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to have seen the snowmobile.
Witness. Huh.
Was there no one out walking perhaps nearby Dusky Bridge on that night? I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame.
Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night.
Is it gonna be Larry?
Has to be.
I hope not. Your Honor. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
Yes.
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
Yes, and a little dumb one too. I don't know for
Little
sure.
dumb, stupid one.
Little dumb,
Stupid,
little dumb,
stupid
Dumb,
idiot.
stupid idiot
Little
who might
guy.
have seen
little
it.
stupid guy, little dumb idiot. I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are 2 things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
Dumb and stupid. First, that he saw something incredible. On that night of the murder.
And the second being...
This individual, what I am thinking of, went wandering outside of that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
That's great.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you are talking about?
A boot? Who's this idiot you're talking about?
This guy must be a product of John Locke's Guide to Obnoxious French Paintings. For I don't know.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Dunham.
Her student? Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder?
That's... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I can even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract that from him, right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess.
Yay!
Oh my gosh, I've been yawning so much.
I freaking love recess, man. I love recess.
Ooh.
Snack time?
Best time of
Snack time, or
waking
are we done? Which one? Which one?
Reese's.
I don't know.
What?
I'm getting kind of sleepy. I don't know if we should continue next time or try to keep going, but
Can we continue for like another 30?
Up to you guys.
You don't have to do an hour. I mean, an hour.
Outer.
Yeah, I think we can keep going. There's only a little bit left, I think.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I messed up my sentence. You guys witnessed that. I gotta kill you guys now.
No.
Okay, let's take a little break.
Little break.
Alrighty.
All right, we'll be back in like 5 minutes or something.
Yay! Outer, I'm glad you you trust my Mikus, but I have two of them. I have that one and a Sakura Miku one, and we call them trash jumpers because in the middle of the night they like to go off of my bed and go head first into my trash can.
They're telling you
trash
something.
jumper. Trash jumper Miku.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
I'll go back to being Edgeworth for this part, I guess.
Okay.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
I didn't do it! All right, I'll help you. I'll help you in any way I can.
First, about that night, you really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple's snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There's only one key for the snowmobile.
You can just say yes or no. You don't have to say all that.
The only person who could have used it was me.
And say yes. Oh my god.
So it was you. But why? What made you go up to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh no.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
Tell me or we're gonna get you declared guilty. Iris.
I can't
Five.
tell you about that yet.
Yes.
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her?
The safety of the Acolyte.
The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elisa Nim?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought, no psychologs. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough.
Does she have a twin? I feel like that's what's coming.
There's actually 7 of them.
It's an old seven twin.
We never know which of the 7 twins we're talking to.
Octuple. Wait, what's a 7-tuplet? Anyways.
Sect? I don't know.
Sectuplet.
Yeah.
The old sectuplet.
Every single time we see her, it's one of the different ones.
Oh god.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
what's 6 of them? Isn't
Oh,
that a
might be
sextuplet?
Sextuplet.
Yeah, I think
I don't know. 7 is
Sextuplet?
I think it's like sect, like with a C.
sectuplet.
Maybe. I don't know.
I went Italian with it. I was like, say tuplet.
Sectuplet.
Oh, well.
Court will now reconvene. This one, Karma. Where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior.
He was sketching something very intensely.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
It was a stick figure.
He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip.
I can only pursue.
Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Lois Denim, I hope you're ready. Get in here.
It would seem that that whip is going to see plenty more use today.
A little crunch.
Yeah, I heard a little.
Your sketch is in contempt of this court. You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. Only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, a viridian.
Larry,
They're different. They're not mutually exclusive.
there isn't any art store now, is it?
I know, I graduated junior high, okay?
Did you?
Art is all about working in the fields, isn't it?
Working in the field.
Not really.
That reminded me of during a class, one of my professors was like, we're gonna go outside and you're gonna pick up a stick or like a leaf or like a pine cone and you're gonna get your ink and you're gonna make a picture with that as your utensil.
It's very art school.
Yeah.
One
Out in the
time,
fields.
my dad drew a little, like, portrait with a piece of, like, burnt wood that he picked up.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. I presume he wanted to say field work, I hope.
That's it. Thanks, buddy.
It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of your face to be red when you realize it's a mistake. Bright red. Or to use a technical term, Crimson Lake. Oh! Gave some to the judge.
Dang.
Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Garba. Cross whipping is as bad as cross checking.
Caught some strays.
Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now.
Ugh, this is too much for me. I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. Girl I was waiting for didn't show up. Teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy?
Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyer during your testimony.
I'm just nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? Why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else?
Because you've
Oh,
been
so-
here so many times already.
So he's self-aware.
We already know your name and occupation, Larry.
Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex.
He's recently been in the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized to himself. Yeah, bro gained consciousness. Just how much of a nuisance he has been for to other people.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy.
Well, then, let's proceed with the cross-examination with no touching. Thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time.
You could see that he doesn't think when he talks. He could have easily gone to jail for that. He's like, I did it! I did it! He's like, alright.
I think you did see someone.
Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble.
Wait, I just realized that the button at the bottom changed to be Edgeworth silhouette.
Yeah, it's Edgeworth down there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But having realized just how much of a nuisance you are, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me?
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me.
However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incident you created.
You're totally pinning this on me.
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder.
He's like totally ignoring every single one of Larry's responses.
Yeah. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix, asked Phoenix,
Penis.
Venus.
No.
Yes.
Sorry.
No.
Asked-
No.
Asked, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge.
Penis is the name of that bald phoenix we got on. That's
Venus.
No.
It's alter ego.
Oh my god.
I got the giggles now.
Venus Rai.
No.
Do you know the person called Venus Rit?
Hmm.
That's right.
Brothers, it's not that funny.
Ugh,
Chill.
ugh. Meat in the flesh.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents.
Damn.
That reality will not change.
But what do you want me to do then?
Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night. Testify truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you.
Edgy, I think I finally woke it up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well.
I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
Man. Feathers.
Uh
I know you're a Dorito head,
huh.
but have you ever had the Tapatio Doritos?
No, I haven't.
Dude, you need to try them.
Are they good?
They're so good.
Tapatio Doritos.
I do like Tapatio. I think that's probably my favorite hot sauce.
You gotta get the hot chips, dude.
But what about Cholula?
Cholula's pretty good, but I feel like Tapatio is so classic.
That's true.
Cholula would be second for me, I think.
I love Cholula.
I think if I remember correctly, my dad asked my grandma what his original dad looked like, and she picked up the bottle and she's like, here. I was like, damn.
I think Tabasco is my third favorite, and then like sriracha and other chili garlic sauces are in fourth place.
I feel that. Mine would have to be sriracha, Tapatio, and then Tabasco.
I gotta try more hot sauces. We have like an ungodly amount of Franks in our house.
Yeah. I like Frank's.
I don't know if
Frank's
I've
is
ever
like
had
good, but it's like, I don't know.
I feel like that
Compared to the
yeah.
Cholula, it's like, eh.
It's different. It's a different kind of like
Yeah.
I've always
spicy.
seen people use Frank's for like making chicken like buffalo wings.
Yeah, they have a good buffalo sauce. That's I think that's what it is specifically. It's like a buffalo sauce.
Tapatio is like, I don't know how to describe the flavor. It's just really good, and it's not like too spicy. It has like proper flavor where it's like, I almost want to say it's almost like a little sweet, but like not really.
Does it like have a tang like a Cholula?
I think maybe less, a little bit. I haven't had Cholula in a... Oh wait, okay, I'm remembering the taste of it. I'd say it's a little more like mild in like flavor intensity, but probably the same amount of spicy. And then Tabasco is just like straight acidity. But it's so good on like scrambled eggs. But a lot of people don't like it very much.
Yeah.
Went to the shack around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. I'm like looking at his setup there. He's got like 2 cans of soda, like 2 oranges, like some manga or something, and like a piece of straw for his blanket. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
Oh,
It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. Totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
He just fell
Yeah,
like
don't worry.
30 feet from a bridge. She's fine.
Yeah, he's just in the
Into
hospital, and
some
that's why I'm
rapid
here.
Water.
into like a
He was like passed out for a couple days, I think.
like
Yeah.
rapid
Lost
waters
consciousness.
that are known to kill people, and it was like a
Probably has
30-foot
a
drop, and it was like a burning
concussion.
bridge. And
That's why
Yeah.
I'm the lawyer today.
there's
you
like
know?
sharp rocks at the bottom.
Yeah.
Sharp rocks, 30 feet fall,
Middle of
easily
winter,
could knock out
very
somebody.
cold water.
You know, powerful
Yeah,
Yeah,
water.
it's like
could
ice in the
drown.
like icy cold in the mountains at like
You know.
midnight.
Hypothermia, you know.
He's in the hospital because he's sick because of it, you know.
It's fine.
No big deal.
It's okay.
No big deal.
I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
Okay.
Hold it!
You said right away. But exactly how long after the strike was that?
Lightning fell and the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack you in from the bridge? Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. It was about a 5-minute walk.
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him a little more info? Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's the serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course I thought of doing that.
So then, let's hear why you didn't.
Huh? Yeah, okay. My reason... It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay?
It's kind of
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Objection!
Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien.
But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what happened. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m.
That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
That is impossible.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there, in the courtyard. There was no way that Larry could have encouraged him to Dusky Bridge at that time.
Encountered him.
Encountered. My bad. I didn't read that right. My bad.
Excuse me, I have an objection.
You do?
Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm Larissa Nick. Oh! It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. For there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m.
And why not?
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m.
Which means what exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive. I got flashbanged by the white screen. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flame had died down. Larry, you arrived after the bridge at 11 p.m. But Wright did not make it there until 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth now, then. What happened during these missing 15 minutes?
Oh, I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splashback.
So, why?
No, that's wild.
I guess I was still sleeping after all.
Order, order, order. Ah!
So that was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix, right? I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there was a phone right next to it. Why then? Why did you not report the accident?
Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Where were you? Were you simply? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn?
And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness did not even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
That's what it sounds like.
Ah, but this is Larry we're talking about. And even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inactions.
Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude.
Oh,
Dude.
Mr. Nice Guy is done for.
Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes.
I may really say it this time. Everything. Go. Then say it.
very well. I have terribly bad feeling about this, however. Let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
I'm a denim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized that the flames had gone out and then he came running up.
I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right, I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it.
Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts?
Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains.
And what would that be?
This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him.
Hahaha, you'll regret this, Edgy.
Think he already does.
Hold it!
Sketching the burning bridge?
Burning bridge and everything that came with it.
What? Came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy?
Say it like that.
Enough. Just take such a ridiculous sketch of yours out of it, Evenness. Oh, what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. It's a fucking horrible-ass kid's drawing.
It's gonna be like two stick figures and
Yeah.
a line and
Yeah.
some blue, maybe.
Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, even I couldn't have imagined it'd turn out like this.
Imagined what?
Larissa Nim's debut would take place here, today, like this.
Bro is so annoying!
Show it, now. Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Larissa Nim.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's
That's
kind of baller.
Yeah.
Looks like a Nirvana album.
Yeah,
Sorry
looks
that
like
we
an
doubted
album.
you.
Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected.
We all.
He's pretty good, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did.
You did a good job, buddy.
You did great.
You did good, yeah. Come up.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
Everybody here, including the people in the game, are like, you know what? That's a lot better than I thought.
He's a horrible person, but can paint very well.
Man
so-
can draw some flames.
Yes. Yeah, I can make a historical relevancy, but I'm not going to. Edgeworth, this is get ugly, yes.
Yes.
No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry,
What?
the burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure?
You spotted that? I thought you might.
However much I might want to ignore it, I can't.
But it's Iris, of course. Iris. I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know? What would have happened to her if she injured herself flying like that?
What?
Huh?
Oh.
Larry, please answer this next question honestly.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over the bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist. A real artist.
Oh,
There are. The girl, she's really high up in this picture.
Did you guys catch the joke they were making there?
yeah.
Wait, no.
Cause it went by really fast, but Miles said R, and then Francisco said U, and then he says hi, but he's like,
Hi?
she's really high in the picture.
Pretty good. What was that for?
This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please, whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there is some precedent for this. She's flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She's about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really something to see.
This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth.
What? Me?
Witness is your friend, is he not?
Accessory to foolishness. Miles Edgeworth.
Let us get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Well, what'd you think of my debut piece?
Get that thing away from me.
He can't even
Another-
look at it.
We got more paper.
Hurry up and cross-examine him.
He wants this motherfucker out.
She wasn't wearing her hood, actually.
He's a firebender.
Oh, that makes sense.
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. Give you a whole dollar that it's the truth.
So you're saying that you saw Iris 30 feet above the damn ground, and you just stood there like an idiot? Okay, if that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain.
What might that be?
That was an Iris.
That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant Iris.
Hey.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Whoa. A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Yeah, Eminem's been real quiet when she does that. Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. Hood is what told me that this floating angel is my Iris. Hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling Hood. Ugh. It seems there are bigger fools than the Spurs and Savannah's at the benches bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing a hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight.
What are you talking about?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood?
What?
Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why you, Nick, you dog?
Your friend is in the hospital and that is the only thing you care about.
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into the garbage.
Not that bad.
It's not bad. It's
Did he-
alright.
Only see the hood?
I think so, yeah.
I guess so. What is it now, Witness? Feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you.
Okay, stupefy is not a word.
It is a word.
No, it's not. No, the fuck it's not. That is crazy. Stupefy?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that's a word. Who uses that?
It's like beyond surprised, or I guess. I don't
I've
know why I
never
said
met-
it all mystical like that.
Throughout the almost 22 years of my life that I've been alive, this is the only time I heard stupefy.
Bro is stupefied.
Yo!
I am stupefied. I'm bewildered. I'm bewildered. What's the other one that SpongeBob says?
Smeckledorf.
I'm Speckledorf. Yes. What?
What is the meaning of your outburst, Witness?
Hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Ooh, bro learned a new word.
Why is he a villain now?
Definitive.
Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge. And I, Larice Denil, shall prove it.
I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch. And show us your evidence that the nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. Cause I'm gonna feed you a whole whopping serving of pain.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me.
It's so funny that, like, Larry thinks Miles is, like, his best friend, but he, like, hates him.
Yeah.
When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. It led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
I know who did.
Crystal sphere?
This one. Pretty, isn't it? Finders keepers. That sphere. Where did you find it? Let me see. Around here somewhere? Looks about right.
Oh, I see. I think I know who did it. And if it was half buried in the snow,
Pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there's still some falling as I walk to the bridge.
The court accepts this crystal sphere.
That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
Bro, there's blood on it.
oh, that works, dude.
There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood!
What? Blood.
Not
Now
a
we
piece
just-
of
we just put-
paper.
We just put it on our fucking pocket.
Yeah.
You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. I don't know about that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, weird.
I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called Larice Denim only a few minutes ago?
I don't know about that. I gotta sift through my pieces of paper. Here we go.
Objection!
Objection. Objection.
Larry. That night, there was someone. Someone who lost a crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who was this stupid idiot?
Miss Elise Denim, the mentor to a stupid idiot.
The victim.
I have a photo of her here. She does not have bad angles, wow. And on the end of her staff, you can see a very similar, a very familiar looking crystal sphere.
Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. Oh. A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch.
It looks nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime.
Ah, the crystal sphere. It's gone.
What? What? What?
Just what does this mean?
If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris after all. She was not wearing a hood, more importantly. The crystal sphere found at the land site was not hers either.
That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Denim.
Damn. 30 feet in the fucking air.
A fool alongside another fool, on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You can't do that, I saw it! And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. At least Denim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, the sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Objection!
Miss Francisca von Karma. The only person who will accept that oh my god, I got phlegm. Explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because you're one of them. The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of the murder. Yet you expect us to believe that this has nothing to do with the case?
That crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder.
There's blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. Which is the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No way! All joking aside, just when does this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case.
He makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Denim left Hazakura Temple that night. However, If somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to be been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on this, the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishments, Mr. Edgeworth.
I prove it. Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the only way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You will do what?
That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
Really? Really?
Apologies. That should come as no surprise. He's my husband, at least. Because right now, I am Phoenix Wright, and Phoenix Wright is me. We are one. And I am indeed cornered.
Meanwhile, like Phoenix in the hospital was like, I'm feeling really anxious all of a sudden.
I ordered you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder.
Take that!
This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct?
That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. Snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear.
What?
When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing.
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body.
Ah.
Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
What?
Order, order, order.
Sounds like he's trying to say my name.
Order.
Order, order, order.
Order, order.
Oh,
Wait,
hey,
order.
have you seen this great VTuber?
Order. His
Oider.
name is Order, order, order.
Order.
That just reminded me that I've referred to Outer as Waiter like 3 times in DMs.
That is true.
Every time you message me, I'm like, hey, Oiter.
Naka spells it O-I-T-E-R.
Waiter.
Waiter. On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there's something occurred that caused the staff crystal sphere to come loose.
What? What could have that been?
The sphere. There's some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
Objection!
Murder. Yeah.
The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool? Of foolish fools which foolishly fool the fools. And which part of it is so foolish, Miss Von Karma?
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? This sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
Objection!
Nuh-uh. That's not exactly true, now is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing.
No, it isn't. You said it yourself. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed. Thus there was no bleeding.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Nim's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of the events is also perfectly plausible.
Now, if the defendant is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Harazuka Temple.
Take that!
On that snowy night, there was one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was, it was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. But, it could also have been used to carry the body.
Order! Ah!
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moves the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
Huh. You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Alyssa Denim, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for, and finally, just what does this image mean?
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
Objection!
This witness certainly sits on the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. Enamored.
Means like super in love with.
I'm gonna use that word.
Called like a creature.
I am enamored for you.
Close.
No, I'm gonna stick with, I have a very deep regard. That's it. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. I'm just tired. That's why I can't make out words. I'm just fucking sleepy, bro. The defense stands firm on this point.
Edgy, thank you.
That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances.
Ugh.
What's she growling? Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me?
There was one reason and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Right.
Really? That's what this is all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't have had Franzi whipping me all down. Mas etwas. I don't care about what you are here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by.
What a shame, Franzi! This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You are an affront to all the legal system stands for. I demand satisfaction.
Oh. I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I'm counting on thorough investigation by both the defense and the prosecution.
And with this, the rest is up to you, Right?
Court is now adjourned.
To be continued.
Damn it!
All right.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for today, I think.
Yeah.
I think we got 2 more episodes. Maybe 3, actually.
Enamored. Oh my god. I was about to start speaking Spanish on that one. Enamor.
Okay, I think we have 2 more episodes left of content for this one.
Okay. Oh, wait, are we streaming it tomorrow?
I don't know if I
don't think so.
can.
Okay, just making
If we-
sure.
If we, I'll let you guys know. But if we do, I have to be a sticker again.
Okay.
It's fine.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Tune in next week, if not tomorrow, and join us as we figure out what the heck is going on. Because things are getting a little weird, I think.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We got 30-foot flying women in the sky, apparently. That shit's crazy.
That
Imagine
is crazy. That's crazy.
See, like you're just standing
Was she
there,
on
you just-
fire too?
Yes!
She looked like she was
Yeah!
on fire, dude.
Imagine, like, he was just, Larry's like, wow, this bridge is so cool. And then flying, flaming woman 30 feet in the sky.
The
They
whole
did say
like,
she died from falling.
the whole explanation for that part is like insane. So you guys are
I
gonna want to
can't wait.
stick around for that.
It's crazy.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Join us next time. Subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss it. Like the video, join our Discord server, all that stuff. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. The Eclipse.
We'll rise
Rise
again.
again.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.